Welcome back. I am Raymond, your GM for MusicVerse. And we're back again with Season 2, Episode 3. And I'm here with Athena.
Hello, I'm Athena. I run a YouTube channel called Athena P. I play Marcy, I play the ukulele, and in the last episode, went even deeper into Marcy's mind. We saw all of her trauma around Musicville and Rap City, but when she got to this mind version of her Rap City apartment, she went to sleep, saw the face of the monster devour her, eat her, and then she was in room of her home, but it was all red, and she saw a younger version of herself standing in the corner crying as the monsters sang Younger Marcy, the scariest lullaby a kid could ever hear. But that's when Marcy reminded her younger self of all the great things to come. She saw younger Marcy grow up in front of her. The room changed from red to all the normal colors. The monster disappears. And as soon as younger Marcy grew up to look just like Marcy, at her current age, they hugged just like in Steven Universe.
And it's time to start. Marcy, as you continue to hug yourself, you wake up suddenly in the room, in your apartment room.
Is everything normal colored?
Yes.
I quickly leave the apartment and I look around to see if everything's still replay.
So before you leave the apartment, you actually begin to see two memories in that apartment room. The memory where you were telling the truth to Terry, and the memory when you met the conductor and he was explaining everything to you.
Even though I know it won't work, I want to try and see if I can get the attention of Terry or the conductor.
Yeah, as you do, it doesn't really work. They just continue playing the memory.
Well, at least it's not the scary ones anymore. I want to exit the apartment building and see what other memories are replaying here.
So as you see the building again, you see when you got your new ukulele, when you talked to the psychologist, when you first got there and you were greeted with kindness and you met your boss. But
I want to go back to what?
You still see the bad memories overlapping, but it doesn't bother you as much anymore.
I want to go back to Musicville.
And as you get to Musicville, you see the same. You see the good memories, the fun times that you had, all those times where you found Terry singing to himself about you, and the times you spent it with your family, the beach, as you enjoyed yourself and had fun, the songs that you played, the library, all the good memories are there. You see the bad memories too, but you had a lot of good times as well. Maybe those are kind of beginning to show a bit more.
I want to go in my house and see my room.
As you get there, you see the memories playing of you sleeping, you waking up, getting ready, all the memories that you have had in your room to yourself, the smiles, the cries. Particular, you see that time where you had to, erase your parents' memory and just cried to sleep. But then you also see times where you're smiling and singing to yourself and having fun. From all different ages, they all overlap. What would you like to do?
I think I want to go to sleep again.
Okay. You lay down on the bed, Marcy, with a bunch of versions of yourself sleeping in the same bed. It's like glitched through your body. It's kind of weird. But you begin to fall asleep. And as you do, Marcy, you wake up in a room that you do not recognize.
What do I see around me?
So as you look around you, you see a bed where you're in. It's a blue color, dark blue. You see a shelf and various posters of different movies that you could recognize. In particular, different shows and cartoons. There's from Adventure Times and Steven Universe as well. Many Disney movies, you see different posters. You see that there seems to be a nightstand next to you, and in that nightstand, you see a couple of plushies and a little Lego building. You see a desk that doesn't really have a lot of things, just a notebook, and you see that it has something written in it. You see that the room has a door that leads to probably a bathroom, and you see various music instruments like piano, ukuleles, guitars. Yeah, those 3 types of instruments you see. And what would you like to do?
I want to see what's in the notebook, because I want to know who's here, whose room this is.
So as you stand from the bed and walk towards the notebook, you turn a page to the first page and you begin to read. And it says, Gaming Ideas and Coding by Nick Andrews.
What does this Nick Andrews guy have to do with me?
So as you begin to turn pages, you see some sketches of what looks like MusicVerse.
Huh.
You continue to turn and you see that there's some coding next to that sketch. You don't really understand it. You want to keep searching?
I want to take this book with me, but I want to see what's outside.
Okay, so you take it with you, and you want to see what's outside?
Yes.
There's a window in the room.
I'll look out the window.
So as you look out the window, you see that you are in some kind of apartment building. Because down there, you see a bunch of cars going along, and you look in front of you, and there's another building across. And you see a sidewalk and many people walking, and if you don't really recognize this place, but Athena, you would recognize it in IRL. You would know this is New York, but Marcy doesn't really know what New York is.
Huh. It's weird that I don't hear anybody singing.
You do hear a lot of noises, though. Very noisy.
Yeah. I've never heard so many noises not go together like this. Huh. Am I able to leave the room? Like, am I able to open the door and see the rest of the apartment?
The door is open. You can go through it.
Yep. I'm gonna see the rest of the apartment.
Okay. As you walk out of the room, you begin to walk in this little hallway until you find yourself in a living room. And next to the living room, you see a little kitchen. And then a door that leads to probably the outside. But in that hallway, you did see another door, but you don't really know where it leads.
I'm gonna go through that door.
So, as you go through that door, you see an office through the little... Are you going full in? Or are you just inspecting?
I think I'm just inspecting. If there's any people in there, I don't want to go in.
Okay, yeah, so you do see a man wearing some headphones, and you see that he has a computer in front of him. This looks like an office, and there's a bunch of mess in the floor, a bunch of papers and pens, and you see that he's working on something. You also see a little setup with a microphone, kind of like a professional setup for voice recordings, music, and voice acting. There's a keyboard on the side connected to the computer. And you also see some posters in the wall in this office too. Doesn't seem to notice you because he's listening to something. And his back is turned against you. What would you like to do?
I want to roll for perception because I want to see if this guy can help me.
Okay. Roll for that.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You fail that perception. But suddenly you hear a door opening in the living room, basically. And you hear a woman's voice saying, "Honey, I'm home. Nick?" And you see her walking towards you. You don't see that she notices you. And she suddenly just walks through you and opens the office door and taps on Nick's shoulder as he takes off his headphones and looks at his wife. "Oh, honey, you're back from work?" "Yeah, I brought some lunch if you want to have I was laid up earlier. How's the project coming along?" "Well, it's been a bit hard, after that major glitch happened. I've been trying to put the pieces together again. The antivirus seemed to have worked against it, trying to fix the code in the game. I don't know if it's gonna be done by the deadline. I'm gonna have to call in and tell them to give me a little more time." It's okay. We still have savings, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna give you another chance. This idea is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Just keep trying, failing. It just keeps happening over and over. It's like a bug still in the system, and just can't figure out what is it. I know you will figure it out, Nick. Why don't you just take a break? Come with me, have lunch. Okay. He puts his headphones in the desk and walks out of the office with his wife, and they both go through you, and you see them sitting down in their little dining table, and they begin to take out what his wife brought for lunch. So, Marcy, how was work today?
What?
They let us off early because of some incident, a little kind of a fire. It's okay, I'm good. Nothing happened. It was just somebody threw some water in the printing machines and it just made a little fire. But the sprinklers came in pretty fast. We had to leave. Oh, that explains why you're soaked. Yep. Marcy, they continued to talk about their day. What would you like to do?
I know they can't see me, but I took something physical from his room, so I throw down the book on the table with the page open on MusicVerse, or the place that looks like MusicVerse, because I want to see what he says.
So as you do that, he doesn't seem to respond to it. You took a physical thing, but it seems like you're in a different dimension, and you just took it, but it's kind of like a spiritual copy.
I want to keep reading the book, and I also want to still, since I know they can't see me, I want to sit right on the table, like right in between them.
Yeah, you do. They don't notice anything, but you're like right sitting in the table. And you continue to turn pages in this notebook, and you see different places that you know, your university, and then you see a bunch of codes next to it. It's kind of like different sketches, and then you reach a page that says characters. You want to turn the page?
Yes.
As you turn the page, the first character in there is just a random person, but you recognize them from your town, and they have a bunch of code. And you begin to turn pages and begin to see a bunch of people that you recognize from your town. The Antonio from Antonio's Pizza, every character that has a little store, the guy from the coffee shop, the librarian, and you begin to turn, and then you get to your parents as well. Now, how are you reacting to this, Marcy?
I want to keep flipping to see if I can get to my page, what it says about me.
So you continue flipping. You also find Terry's mom. You find Terry, and then you find yourself.
Is there any notes under me?
It says main character, and then the coding, and it has written Marcy, and with a little heart and exclamations.
At this point, is there anything else beyond characters?
Yes, as you continue, there's game mechanics, and a description of different things that are supposed to happen, like tasks and such things. And then one chapter that is dedicated to music mechanics and how players will be using them.
I don't know who this Nick guy is, but he's a creep, and I don't like him. And I just start ripping up the book.
So you begin to rip the pages, and what would you like to do after ripping the pages?
Forget this! I'm gonna sing so loud they have no choice but to hear me.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you the creator, or are you plagiarizing my life? Who's Nick and who's his wife? Oh, who are you? And while I'm flattered by the fact that I'm the main character, I don't like you. I don't like you. Coding, what's that? And where's everything that I know? It feels like this is far, far, far from home. Nick, you creep me out. Is my life real or is it a game? Is this part of my mind that has no explanation? Nick, who are you? Are you creator or plagiarizing everything I do? Nick, who are you? Don't look through me like that. I need to tell you something else. Nick, I don't like you. And I don't like your wife, too.
Kudos!
Thank you.
Oh, second favorite of the season.
Thank you.
Now you will roll to see if they actually pay attention to you.
I rolled a 9.
Marcy, you sing out loud, and as you do, Nick turns around and turns his head towards you, stops talking, and says, Marcy, do you hear that?
What? What do you
I
mean?
heard it, I sang it, and I'm the real Marcy.
Really? Marcy, do you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
Sang it, of course I heard it.
I think I'm hearing stuff. I think I'm gonna take a nap. Maybe I've been working really hard.
Okay, I'll be out here just watching some movies.
I follow Nick where he's going.
Okay, so he's going to his office. He opens up the door and walks in, and you kind of see he's about to turn off his computer, but you see in his computer there is kind of like this pixelated version of your town, and you are singing a little song in the computer, kind of just it's more than 8-bit, it's like 16 bytes pixelated characters, so they have more detail, so you can clearly see it's you, and Terry's like next to you, but you also see that it's kind of glitching with that red familiar glow that you see every time one of those shadow monsters appear. It's glitching, and he's trying to fix it, but right now he's too tired, so he goes and logs off and begins to turn off the computer. Well, I'll come back to you later.
I'll come back to you right now, Nick.
He closes the door real fast. God?
No, the one whose relationship you're meddling in. See, I don't know how you know me, or know how I'm the main character, or whatever, but it's creepy, Nick.
What? Who are you?
I'm Marcy, not your wife, Marcy, the one who sings all the time.
No, you're not real. You're just, you're a game character I made. You can't be...
Did you make me from when I was little?
You can't... You
I
can't
have a whole life, Nick.
You can't be talking to me. It's
I
not
won't
real.
stop me from actually talking to you.
I'm just having a stroke or something.
No such luck, Nick.
What's going on, please?
You don't see me still?
As you say that... Ah!
Hello, Nick.
Oh my gosh. You hear the knock on the door. Nick, is everything okay? Yeah, everything is good. just talking to myself. Everything's fine. I'll be watching a movie. Yeah. What the heck is going on? How can I see you?
Is Nick short for Nick Tater since you're controlling my life?
What? No.
So you didn't code this? This is just me doing the thing because I'm a real person?
But dictator would have been. Yeah, that's funny.
Thank you. Make sure to code that in your game. I'm a very, very funny person. Got a good sense of humor. Anyway, what's up with your game? Everything that you're coding actually exists. It's weird.
I'm just hallucinating. This is not actually happening. I'm being up for 5 days straight, and I haven't slept a lot. I'm just hallucinating. This is normal. It's just normal hallucination.
I hate to tell you this, Nick, but I'm the one hallucinating. I'm in my own mind right now, and you're the one that's not real.
No, you.
How dare
No, you.
something in my brain tell me that I'm not real? What's up with this?
No, you are in my brain.
What?
You're talking through my brain. I can hear you in my head.
No, because I just met you 3 seconds ago. I know nothing about you. Ask me anything about you. Ask me anything about you.
What was my cat's name?
I'm gonna use my best guess here and say
Yeah, I was.
Okay, that was a good guess. I shouldn't have even guessed. I don't know your cat's name. That was okay. Ask me another question.
What's my mom's name?
Doris?
Yeah.
No. I don't. Okay. You just have a basic life. That's not my fault.
I think. What's going on? How are you here?
Basically, after I defeated the giant shadow monster.
Wait, what? Whoa! What? Shadow monster? What is that?
You're not programming the glitches?
What? No, I'm trying to take them out of the game. They're messing it up. I even installed an antivirus like a couple of weeks ago. Every single pixelated character was just glitching out, and they were just in the beach for some reason, standing there, and this virus was just destroying everything. I had to put the antivirus, put some coding in there, and try to fix everything.
I want to see if anything happens when I do this. And I slap Nick across the face.
Roll.
10.
Okay. You slap him, and he just... How did I feel that?
Yep, I'm real, but whatever you're doing is either inspired by my world or directly affecting it. Because here's how I remember the things. As someone who was in there, and I kind of like gesture towards the computer room. So basically, what ended up happening was I defeated the shadow monster with my whole town, with a song that created this white glow around me. And it felt like, I don't know how I know this, but it felt like an antivirus. But the glitches aren't gone still, and they're still in my head, and right now I keep falling asleep, and with every layer I go somewhere else, like my dreams, or my trauma, or this, and this is where I think the fifth one of my dreams led me. I'm so deep in my head, I met the creator.
That sounds like a story I would make.
Your stories are weird, Nick.
Yeah, but that's not what the game's about. It's about exploring a world where music is like normal and everybody sings and stuff, like a musical.
A musical?
Yeah, a world where everybody sings out of nowhere, like if it was just, and everybody sings in, they're singing all along.
No one sings here?
Well, yeah, we do sing, but it's not choreographed or such.
I'd literally rather be fighting a shadow monster than exist here. This is terrible, Nick.
Well, I'm sorry, Marcy. This is a real world.
No, I figured it out. You're not the creator. You're just one of the glitches.
What? What do you mean?
How else would this horrifying place exist?
Well, it's not that bad.
I see myself on a tiny screen. Imagine if you woke up one day, and you woke up in a world where everything was the exact opposite as your world, and you see somebody creating your world on a computer.
Well, that's a pretty well-known theory. It's Matrix theory.
No.
I don't believe in it, but if it was true, then our world is not even real either. But we choose to make it real because we live in it.
Nick, I'm going to be so honest with you. I've never been more scared in my entire life than I am right now. And usually when I'm scared, there's like a direct threat that I can just fight. So I really feel like slapping you again. I'm not going to. I'm not. But I really want to.
Well, thank you. But I still think this is just not real. I'm just...
Every time I go to sleep, I go deeper in my mind. I wonder if you go to sleep, if I'll be transported in your mind?
But you are in my mind.
Oh my gosh, Nick, no, your other mind. The mind within the mind. Come on, keep up. Jeez.
Well, that's not something I can do. I just have dreams.
I mean, I have dreams too. Nick, who do you think I am?
An apparition of a person that's losing its mind slowly?
I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to your computer and see if I can jump into it. And if I break it, it's not my fault.
Okay. Whatever you have to do, Marcy.
Nick, unfortunately, I will never forget this.
Me neither.
Go to sleep, Nick. Ooh, I'm going back to my town. Weirdo.
You try to go through the computer and it doesn't work. You just go through it.
Dang it! I drag my feet back into his room. Nick, I'm back.
Oh, hi.
Hello? I smashed it.
I don't think you interact with this world.
And how come I took this book? And I pick it up again.
Yeah. As you pick it up, you realize that you take the book, but there's still a book there. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I'll do the same outro I did last time. Ooh, go to sleep. Nick, I go back to the computer room. I try and pick up the computer to create another computer and go into that.
Okay. You take the computer, and you just interact with the computer. It doesn't really do anything.
I want to see if I can make the Marcy and the computer start screaming.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Just type out, ah!
Okay. So, yeah. Instead of singing, it just begins to say, ah!
I go back in Nick's room.
Yeah? Didn't work?
No. I'm gonna go to sleep on this bed.
Sure.
Goodbye, Nick.
Bye? Well, why are you so mad?
I don't like thinking my world isn't real, and I don't like your explanation of it's as real as we make it. Because I'm real to me and all my people are real to me. And they're just real in general. Not just to me, they're just...
Okay. You said that you were, hopping from dream to dream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you landed here. And apparently, as I'm looking at you, like, this is crazy. Like, I can see you interact with stuff, but it's like you're not really here, just duplicating things. What if your world is a different dimension? And since our minds are all connected through our dreams, then, or at least that's what I believe, then that means that maybe our minds are connected through the multiverse. So you are connected to my mind, and that's how I created the game. And maybe creativity comes from all different multiverses, all different dimensions. And what I create is just a reflection of your world, but maybe I can affect your world at the same time.
Whoa. So you're saying there's a possibility we both exist?
Yeah, I mean, it's a multiverse theory.
Huh. Well, I'm sorry I slapped you before, Nick. I didn't think you were real.
Well, you slapped me, so I guess I'm as real as that. I mean, and you are as real as that, because you slapped me.
Nick, this is a lot to process.
Yeah, how do you think
like...
How do you think I feel? I mean, you're a character I created and named after my wife, and then you're saying that you exist, and you come from a world where you actually fight wars with shadow monsters or whatever. It's just weird.
Well, think of it like this, Nick. Everything you said was comforting to me, so I'm going to say something that'll blow your mind, but in a good way.
Okay.
So if I'm real and you're real, does that mean that Adventure Time and Steven universes exist?
Yeah, pretty much.
See, there you go. Wow. Okay, I thought that I was going to be freaking out, which I did. But I thought that this would just shatter my view of reality. But if anything, it made my idea of reality even more fun. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome, Marcy. He extended his hand to shake yours.
I shake his hand.
This is so crazy. I'm meeting you.
I'm meeting you too, Nick.
This is awesome.
It really is. It's too bad your wife will never believe you.
It's too bad no one will believe me. That's why I'm just gonna keep this to myself.
I guess I can try and keep this to myself too. Try
Yeah.
and code something for Terry to make him believe me.
Yeah, I don't know if people are gonna react well, maybe that well to knowing that.
Oh, you're right. Like how I didn't react well and I slapped you.
Yes. Imagine the whole world knowing that.
Well, I guess this is just between us then.
Yeah. Well, nice to meet you, Marcy, and thank you.
Thank you, Nick. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to crash on this bed for a few seconds, but then I think I should disappear. I think, if the theory holds out.
Yeah, I guess.
See you later, but probably never. I close my eyes.
You wake up, and you find yourself next to the conductor. Hey,
You will never believe where I just was.
where were you?
There was this guy who was creating a game with all of us as characters. It was super weird. I think I was in another dimension. Don't freak out. I already did for the both of us.
Well, that sounds very interesting, Marcy. But you do realize I'm just a construct of your mind, right?
What? Wait, no, wait. I thought you were, what? No. You're not actually the conductor?
Sadly, no.
Oh my god, how many more times is my mind gonna be blown?
I think it's time you get up. Look around, Marcy. The darkness is gone.
I'm skeptical.
You look around, Marcy. You can roll perception if you want.
Yep, I rolled a 7.
That is pretty good. There is one tendril of darkness left, and it's the person you see in front of you.
So you're not really a conductor.
Nope, just part of your mind.
Right. So what part of my mind do you represent?
Just, your conscience?
You're lying.
Why? Not lying.
It's my mind. You can only keep things from me for so long.
Okay. Yeah, you figured it out. Okay, whatever. I guess I'm just gonna have to. And he throws a punch at you.
Ugh, jeez, dude. Oh wait, you're not the conductor. Oh my gosh. I take out my ukulele and go to wail him.
Okay, roll.
8.
Okay. 8?
Mhm.
That's great. You hit him back. And he falls to the ground, spinning around. Okay. That is how you want to fight. A ukulele comes out as well from his hands and goes towards you once more and hits you right in the face.
Ah! Jeez. I fly up.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I want to sing.
Okay. Before you sing, he flies up as well.
I guess you found out my plan. Whoa, yeah, infiltrating your mind of something you know. Familiarity all around you. But you found a way to take me down inside. Now my roots are not that deep, but I'm still here. I'm gonna take over your mind once again. You can't defeat me, I'm gonna be alive forever, cause darkness never dies. Always come back after the light goes away. Darkness never dies. The light always goes away. And we come back. Gonna take over someday, Marcy. You'll see. I'll be back.
The dark might not go away, but I'll be here too. Even when the sun goes down at night, the stars are still just as bright, and I will defeat you. The darkness might not go away, but I'm still here to stay. Whoa, I am stronger than you. I don't mean to taunt, I don't mean to mock, but I know I can fight you. I'm the main character in my own story. You're the bad guy and I get it. You don't know what else to do, but I will defeat you.
And with that, please roll for me.
9.
Oh, that's perfect. What do you got with your? What do you have with your will?
My will is 3.
3 plus?
Yep.
Okay, I want you to use it.
Yep, I'm gonna use my will.
You decide what happens to the last thread of darkness in your mind.
Ooh, I feel like, does the world around me look like MusicVerse still?
No. This is the room, the restroom where you were. Where you're kind of see the hallway that leads to all the other doors of the different dreams.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, by the way, you do see now the rest room. This rest room has colors. Like it didn't have colors before, and you do see that it's very colorful. And at the end of the hallway of the dreams, you see a lot of color as well.
I feel like what happens is at the end of the song, the light just gets way more intense. Like all the colors are kind of the brightest versions of the color they could be. And like he doesn't look like the conductor anymore. He just turns into like a glitchy shadow thing that we've all seen and known. And then it just explodes and all the darkness just turns into light.
Oh, I love it. That was a great picture. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I just love all the creative beatdowns that we have done. Pretty cool.
Totally.
And as you do that, Marcy, you wake up and you're in your bed. You feel your face and everything around you, and this is real.
I'm gonna try and float again.
You don't float.
Oh my god. I run downstairs to my parents.
Your dad is making pancakes. Your mom is waiting, sitting in the dining table.
Do you remember that pirate dream you guys had?
What?
That pirate dream you guys had! Do you remember it?
Yes. How did you know we had a pirate dream?
I was in the dream. I was stuck in my mind.
What? Says your mom.
Yeah.
And your dad kind of stops throwing the pancake and just falls on his head.
I have no idea what's gonna happen next, but if I can get through that, I think I can get through everything. I need to tell you guys everything I saw.
And with that, we're gonna be ending episode 3.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, she's out of her mind!
3, 2, 1, lay down in the stable tops of every kind. Friendly! And thank you once again for listening to another episode of MusicVerse. Please, if you want to help us grow and become better and better in quality and promotion and merchandise, you have to help us a bit. We have a Patreon. You can also find us on Ko-fi. And, if you rate the podcast, that would be amazing. So we can create a little bit of cloud for the show. Like always, I'd like to give a big thanks to the amazing Athena P from the Athena P YouTube channel for allowing us to use her voice. Thank you to ARC. Also, big thanks to Filmora that they have. It's a whole library of music free to use. So thank you very much to them as well. And to every awesome lad on YouTube that also puts royalty-free music in there. And good news, my arms are completely fixed. I'm back at editing. I'm still doing some therapy for my right arm. It's still a little bit stiff, so that's why I have still a little hard time to edit. But my bones are completely healed, so that's a plus, so that's a good thing. And next episode will be out pretty soon. If not this year, then next year on January, you'll be getting episode 4. Goodbye.